So a while ago, my friend Autofire was accused of X-raying in this Minecraft server, the estate. So he hired me as his legal defense. Pretty cooked, but we did the best we can. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more. I'll leave everybody's link to their YouTube in the description down below, so make sure to check them out. They're all awesome. I love every single one of them. And by the way, I would get killed if I didn't mention that Autofire did the editing of this video. So if you like it, make sure to check out his channel. He's awesome. If you like what you saw and you want to stay tuned for more, make sure to like and subscribe. I'll leave my Twitch up here if you want to check that out. And without further ado, let's get straight to the video.
Okay, everyone's here. Can we please start this thing? We're on limited time here.
Alright. Your Honor.
Yes.
Welcome to the gate. Welcome to the case. Hold on, let me restart. Welcome. Yo, first of all, why is the defendant's attorney mogging right now? Tell me chill out.
He can do what he wants.
Keep on logging. Keep on logging. Keep on logging. Continue.
Welcome to the case of Autofire versus the estate.
Okay.
In this case, I am going to highlight some insurmountable evidence that Autofire here has undeniably X-rayed. In a previous sort of civil suit, he pled not guilty to the charges brought against him.
I do.
And so that is why you were brought here today for this case, because you are going to settle this matter. So let me begin. Let me carry on. I just wanted to brief you on the topic at hand. So in this server, which we have been playing on for months at this point, Autofire has undeniably X-rayed for multiple and I have multiple evidences to support my claim here. And I will let Gabriel have his turn.
All right, Gabriel, continue with your case.
All right, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, throughout this case, you're going to be presented with three motifs, all right? You're going to be presented with the motifs of integrity, honor, and honesty. And these claims of slander are defamation of his character. This slander, these claims of X-raying are bringing his character down. We don't put innocent men behind bars, and we don't punish good people. Therefore, I plead to the judge, de structo, that you find Autofire not guilty.
There's no jury. Yo, who's this guy? All right.
I've been waiting to do that the whole time. I'm sorry.
So I would just like to address some claims that the defendant has made here. So he would like to talk about the character of Autofire. So I would actually like to call up a witness. I would like to call the defendant's attorney, Gabriel himself, to the stand.
Okay, you may.
So is it true that, but not 30 minutes ago, Gabe, that you were invited to join and play on the estate?
Sure.
Okay. And when you were invited to the estate, right about when I joined and played with y'all, where were y'all? Had we not made our way to the goal board?
Oh,
You know, oh.
yeah, okay, yes.
Is it
Oh my
true
god.
that Joshua single-handedly made the goal board?
The goal board was made prior to me joining, so I can't say for sure.
So this is a list of goals.
That is
Good
the
plan, right? I would like to show you this. A list of goals that Autofire has made. This list of goals states acquire elytras, get god armor, acquire maces, slay a warden, and expand estate. With the final goal being step 1, get other players on the realm, step 2, make them slaves, and step 3, Hunger Games.
Objection, relevancy. I don't see the relevancy to the actual claim that he X-rayed.
I don't see any relevant to the actual case.
So if you recall Gabe's introductory or opening statement, he sought to defend some type of honor and integrity within his character. What kind of character is this? But not a terrible evil. You can't speak. You can't speak. Draw back.
Actually, no. He can defend himself.
So if I was really X-waying, why would I need slaves? Because don't see why I'd need slaves if I've been X-waying. There should be no point at that point.
So are you denying that you wanted slaves?
No. He did write that board. He did want slaves. But it has no relevancy to the actual case that he X-rayed. First of all, you're just showing that he needs people to mine for him. He can't do it himself. If he had X-ray, he would have been able to do it. Second of all, there is no actual relevancy to him cheating. Alright? His goals has nothing to do with the case. It's irrelevant.
Okay. That's very true, but before we continue, before I made any real points, I just wanted to highlight what kind of character that the defendant's attorney was trying to defend here. I would like to call Autofire himself up to the stand.
Okay, I am going to the stand now.
Hey, yes, you can.
Hold up. Nope.
No?
My defendant, I get
Okay.
to ask him a couple questions first. Then you can cross him. How about that?
Okay.
Alright, go ahead.
How long have you been playing Minecraft? Not the realm, just Minecraft in general.
I mean, I think I started playing Minecraft like years ago. So I want to say like maybe 8 years ago was like the earliest, like the first time I played Minecraft. So yeah, 8 years, I guess.
You really know how to play the game, don't you?
I
do.
do.
How many times have you beat the game?
Quite a few times. I don't think I can get an exact number.
No, but quite a few times. You know how the game works.
Yes.
You know, I mean, where do diamonds spawn?
Around like negative like Y, like I believe 52 now. I'm not sure if it changed in the new update, but I believe it was like around negative Y 52.
I couldn't tell you. I still remember the times where before Deep Slate. Is there any reason for you to cheat?
No.
Now, I want to ask you one more question. Do you think... Sorry, I see Tony laughing.
Yeah, I know. I've seen that too. Yeah.
Did you download X-Ray mods for the realm?
I'll say this: I do have X-ray mods, but I did not use it on the realm. I used it for a different server with that Tony invited me to.
Why would you use X-Ray mods? I mean, on a different server.
The thing was, like, on this other server, like, his other friend group, they were, like, bullying him, so I was going full in. I wanted to make them pay for how they were treating him. And I heard they were all very good at the game, and I did not have much time to prepare. So I did the only thing I thought that I could do, and I used X-Ray to try to get resources as fast as possible.
So it's just to even the playing field.
Even the playing field, yes. In this realm, there's no opposition. Like, for most of it, it's just me, Tony, and Nico playing. So there's not really a reason to use cheats to like gear up like that.
Well, those are all the questions I have. Up to the prosecution.
I just wanted to re-ask a question. So, you have X-rayed in the past before?
I only X-rayed once, and that's on the server you invited me to. Which I want to say again was for you, because I wanted to get back at that friend group for basically bullying you.
Okay, I got it. So, I would just like to ask this then. When one goes mining, right, and you've mined a lot, this is part of what your attorney just was asking you. You're very experienced in Minecraft. When one goes mining nowadays in these new cave generations, about how much deep slate would one expect to mine?
How much deep slate would one expect to mine?
Yeah.
Since the mines can go on for a while, there's no way of telling how much deep slate I'm going to have at the end. But I guess if I have nothing else in my inventory, I guess like a few stacks, like maybe like 10, 15. Like it will take up a lot of my inventory space.
On a reasonable mining expedition, what would you say the reasonable amount of diamonds to bring home is? With no fortune, as was the case
With
for
no
you.
fortune. Okay.
Yep.
Well, it depends on how lucky I get, honestly. I've had worlds where, like, I mine for an hour and I find a zilch. And then I have worlds like yours where I mine for an hour and maybe find, like, a stack or something. I guess average, maybe, like, 30, 40 or something like that. On your realm, I did get really lucky with the diamonds. I think, like, first hour, I think I got, like, 2 stacks or something like that. I don't know.
Right, so given these averages about what you bring back, maybe even a little over 3 stacks of deep slate for half a stack of diamonds. Is that correct?
As I said, I'll just say sure, but it depends honestly.
So with that being said, isn't reasonable for on your first mining expedition, you brought home about 5 stacks of diamonds?
On the first day, I think I always stated this. I think I brought home around like 2 stacks, I want to say. It might have been close to 3. As I said, I got really lucky. 5 stacks of diamonds? I know what you're talking about, but that was... I got the 5 stack. I got like extra stacks later when I had fortune on my pickaxe already. But very beginning, I had like 2 or 3.
A lot of my points have been refuted here, just because anything could be said. I'm just trying to move forward.
Alright, okay, then let's bring Nico Peters.
I agree. Open the Minecraft launcher
I'm about to say
And share-
relevancy, Tony.
and share your screen.
Hold, objection. Okay. Objection. Relevancy. Like,
Nico,
That's really
can you
wrong.
can you
What's the
lead
relevance?
us? Can
No.
you lead us to this stash of diamonds in Minecraft?
no.
I kind of don't want you to find those, but
Don't
to be
worry, we
honest-
won't touch them.
I have a plan for those. I'm gonna be honest with you.
You're in a
Okay.
court case. You have to do it.
I
No,
am.
no, he
No,
doesn't.
objection. Relevance. Like, no. This.
Why would you deny this, Your Honor?
Because those diamonds that especially Nico has doesn't mean that Nico got them with cheats, you know. Nico could have
And-
gone mining for diamonds.
Your Honor. The
can't
defendant
I-
is claiming. The defendant is claiming that Nico had used X-ray.
Your
This is
Honor,
keystone to the case. He admitted to it. Nico, is it not true that you
did.
admitted to X-ray?
The reason why this case exists is because I'm the one who originally X-rayed for those diamonds instead of Josh. Thing
Look,
is, like,
the charge against Josh is that Josh cheated.
I'm just
Not
just
that
gonna-
Nico cheated. We're not charging Nico. What does Nico's diamonds have to do with Josh cheating? I say motion to get rid of this.
Yes.
Okay, Nico, stop sharing your screen. You have nothing to show or prove because you are not one guilty of anything.
You are not the one who's being prosecuted at this time.
Could I
Yes.
ask Nico a couple of questions?
Yes, you may.
Nico, you've been friends with Josh for a while, haven't you?
yes, I have since kindergarten, I think. Maybe.
I mean, you've made videos with him too, haven't you?
I have.
You know how impressive of a gamer. Honestly, let's be real.
Yeah, he's a very impressive gamer.
Objectively, can you say that Josh has a reputation of being good at games, no matter the game?
Yes, he does. He
I'm liking
certainly
this
does.
court case so far. I'm liking this.
Are you saying that if Josh is so good at games, why would he cheat?
Yeah,
Nico,
exactly. Like,
Do you think that Josh would risk that reputation? I mean, you hear it all the time. I mean, look, I love Josh, but he won't stop bragging and blazing about how good he is. I mean, and objectively so, he is good. All right. So why would he ruin his reputation by cheating?
I don't think he would have a point to. There'd be no reason.
No more further questions.
Okay. Tony,
Alright, Your Honor.
anything to follow up on that?
I have nothing, but I'm done with the games, Your Honor. I would like to introduce an undeniable piece of evidence.
Okay.
Well.
Present your evidence.
So Nico had joined the server March 25th. So, Your Honor, I would like to introduce some evidence that has been shown before.
Connect
This
this in any
is
way.
the screenshots of the findings here of the X-ray tunnel, undeniably X-ray tunnel. And look at the dates: 2025, March 24th. 1 day before Nico even joined the server, and the only people that played on the server were Josh and I.
Now he brings up an excellent point. These holes are not naturally generated. They would have to be dug through.
Unless you
because
have
I
unless
was
you have
there.
solid evidence that he stepped foot on the realm on the 25th.
Yeah.
This is just based off assumptions and remembrance.
Those PNG names, can't they be changed? I might be wrong about this, but like it's very possible for the image names themselves to be changed. So he could change the 25 to a 24 or whatever.
Last I checked too, he's the only one with these documents.
Yes.
He's the
Highly
only one that has
objection, that's
seen-
our-
That's the one
Manager.
thing. Well, one thing I may ask Tony, from the judge himself. How can you prove that it was Autofire who dug these holes? Do you have any? Is it an area he inhabited a lot, or was just
What if it
by
was Tony?
chance?
It had just gone far away. So let me just summarize some of the information. now.
What if it was Tony?
What if it was you, Tony?
Now Tony said he found these like far away. What are the chances he would be in spectator mode, go like whatever far away, however far away it is, and find those exact things?
Here, should we move on to closing statements before you make your ruling?
Yes. Prosecution, you may plead your case, and defense, you may plead your case. But up first, prosecution. Go get him, Tiger.
I'll let the defense move forward.
All I have to say to end off this case is, from what you saw, from solid facts, not only from Josh, but
Yeah.
from Nico, you saw that Josh is an impressive gamer who has been playing the game for a while. He has the skills to obtain a lot of diamonds. And he has, again, the integrity, the honor, honesty to keep that reputation alive. So far, from what we have seen throughout this court, we haven't seen a cheater sliming his way through to the top. We have seen a skilled player being framed and being slandered, saying that he got x-rayed just by mere screenshots, from what I see, mere screenshots that only Tony has seen, and only Tony has found. Your Honor, I plead that you find my client Autofire not guilty, because we don't punish innocent people for being good. That's all I have to say.
Okay. Prosecution, you may plead your final case.
Your Honor. Sure. A hardworking gamer. Someone totally capable of collecting diamonds, sure. But an honest, integrity-dependent human being? No. He's a slave owner. He wanted to fabricate some type of Hunger Games in the server. That's
Wait,
no humble, man. And I feel pretty strongly against some, I'm not sure, some strong feelings that I've established that those X-ray tunnels appeared a day before anyone except Josh and I were playing on the server. We've
Continue.
established him as maybe not the most humble man,
okay.
maybe not the most generous man, a slave owner of sorts.
Excuse me? Not the most generous man, you say?
Oh no.
You can't-
You know how many games this motherfucker has bought me. Bought me 10
Or
games!
relevancy.
Rich!
Relevancy. The insurmountable evidence has been stated, and the only evidence against this is that what? He's a good gamer that can mine diamonds. I'm a good gamer that can mine diamonds. So does that mean I wouldn't have X-ray? That means nothing in this case, Your Honor.
Well, I have reached a decision if this is all that you have presented me, unless someone else could come up with some evidence. 1, 2, 3. Alright, sold. I find that the defendant, Joshua, not guilty on account of not enough evidence.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
No problem.
So
Alright,
Josh, with all that being said, did you X-ray?
I did not X-ray.
Not guilty.
That's Cab Jr.
Not X-ray.
Look,
That's
if,
so Cab, Brand.
I-
No, it's X-ray.
no,
The court's adjourned. I'm not guilty. I don't know why we're still
Yeah.
discussing.
and
No,
you
no,
can't
Court is
I get
adjourned,
that.
it's over, go home.
Those X-ray tunnels were there before anybody joined. I didn't X-ray. It had to be you. It had to be you. It had to be. I know it's you. I know I can never prove it, and I know this court is rigged. But bro, it's you.
if you
You
can't prove
X-ray.
it, then it has to happen.
Jesus
Because-
Christ, bro, do you want to
Did-
go to the insane asylum or something? Oh my god, bro.
He's gone now. I was just gonna say the court's not rigged. Literally, like the judge I literally just texted him, "Hey, want to be a judge?" And then he just joined. I didn't text him anything being like, "Hey man, can you say I'm not guilty?" Yeah, it would be so funny. I could show you the chat logs, but I mean, I'm always not guilty.
Yeah, it's telling the truth. Okay. And now that and now that he's gone, beyond Stitch.
Oh, I'm so fucking guilty.